I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
We got London on the track.
Hey, I need two bucks. With that cook up, with that chula.
Just off the 405 freeway in downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, between the Laker girls, the purple and gold, all the banners, all the celebs, you better stay focused.
Ed, are you reading my mind right now? There's a reason why I'm late to the game. Those Hollywood parties, nothing better. But let's get it on the court.
No distractions here tonight. Let's do this thing. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Irving. Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Lakers at the controls right now. James. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up by 3. To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Hayward. The drive right to the basket. Out of bounds, the call off Gordon Hayward. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, each won just 1 with the Lakers. Elgin Baylor didn't win any. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans because when you see the likes of Kobe or Michael Jordan, they won all their championships in the same city. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
And the rebound comes down to Brown. To Horford. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Caldwell Pope. Crazy shot that time. No good. Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 1. To Jaylen Brown. For 3. Jaylen Brown is going to get 3 shots here. A career 65% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Second and 3, off the mark. Lakers ball. To James. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Got it. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Irving cleans the offensive glass. To James. Denied by Hayward.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Irving, lets it fly from long range, and it's ball crashing in for the rebound. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound pulled in by Brown. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Jaylen Brown. James into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
You hear a lot of talk about Donovan Mitchell, but Kyle Kuzma is probably one of the biggest surprises in the draft last year. Averaging around 16 points per game and became an all-rookie first team after being drafted 27th overall.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Boston.
Tatum. And the Lakers clear. To James.
1 minute left in the first.
Beasley. A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Marcus Morris. Shot from the lane won't go. LeBron with it up top. The score 10-8. From the painted area won't go down. To Marcus Morris.
Defensive foul to number 14, Brandon Ingram. That's his first personal foul.
Jason Tatum has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. It's James controlling the offense. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 0, Jason Tatum.
LeBron into the front court. Shot clock off as they look for a go-ahead bucket. Down a point. Oh, he had it. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
The assist from number 0, Jason Tatum.
That misses with a second to go. First quarter in the books. The Celtics had the lead. 1 quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Ball to Josh Hart. James. That no good. Off the mark. To Marcus Morris. Wide open look. Won't go. To Horford. Turned away by LeBron James.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Rozier. Fires the three. Beasley takes down the board. Second effort to Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Oh, it took a little longer than Celtics fans would have liked, but Jay, they re-signed Marcus Smart. You look at what he brings. He's a modern-day defender with some throwback qualities as well.
He reminds me a lot of Dennis Johnson that used to play for those late Celtic teams. He's the guy that will get in your face, will pick you up full court, even if you switch off. And he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 0,
Kuzma. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Caldwell Pope. No good. To Marcus Smart. Irving. And he finishes at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Into the front court comes Rondo. 5-point game. Goes to the left side. Oh, had him going there for a second. He's looking for that touch. Celtics have it. To Irving. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving. And knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Here's Rondo with it. Down 8 to Caldwell Pope from long range. Not getting the bounce. The follow won't go either. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Whoops, that won't go. Horford to Hayward. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. Caldwell Pope. LeBron James. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
He gets it.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Jay, Celtics last year, they make the 7th game of the East Finals without Gordon Hayward, without Kyrie Irving. Brad Stevens now, it's a good challenge to have. He has a lot of players to incorporate.
And it's a great challenge for a genius coach like Brad Stevens. The biggest issue for the Celtics is that they cannot believe the hype. And I've been a guy that stated I think they're going to win the whole thing next year, but they can't drink the Kool-Aid from the media. And I will say this, when you have guys on your team like Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, I think they will push the younger guys to really help them exceed expectations. That's going to be key.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. To Irving. To Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. James. Offensive and a putback slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Irving to Hayward. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. James. LeBron James. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Irving. And the Lakers with the rebound. Rondo into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Boston with the basketball to Marcus Smart. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Number 42, Al Horford.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. He'll put it up at the buzzer. Oh, nice find for the basket. We reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third.
Hold on.
To Marcus Morris.
Watch that cutter.
To Marcus Smart. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. James. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Number 23,
Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but believe it or not, outside of Toronto, Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. Philadelphia wasn't able to land LeBron. LeBron James leaves Cleveland. He goes out to L.A. And Toronto, almost in a Hail Mary trade, ends up getting Kawhi Leonard. And who really knows if he wants to play there and be there emotionally for 1 year? There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
DeMarcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Tatum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Brown, so it stays with the L.A. Lakers. Caldwell Pope. It's denied by Horford.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Marcus Smart. For three. And McGee there for the rebound. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Ball's controlled by Boston. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Into the front court comes Rondo. Leads 4 to Caldwell Pope. Bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Missed the foul shot. To Caldwell Pope. Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Irving gets it in the left corner. Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
James. To Irving. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Hayward. From the painted area, won't go down. To James. Cruises inside for 2.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-2 trip.
Los Angeles Lakers, number
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving. And number 13, Marcus Morris. 1 minute
Irving.
into the third quarter.
Shot from the lane won't go. To James. Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Baseline drive.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Hayward to Irving for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Lets it fly from long range. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that name.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. Quarter comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hayward to Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, it's blocked by Ingram.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
It's James controlling the offense to Ball. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Defense making the ball carrier work. To James. Oh, he had him there for a second. James fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Irving with the basketball. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Hayward to Marcus Morris. Rises for the slam.
Marcus, the younger and higher scoring of the Morris twins, really made his mark with his team on the defensive end. When you think about heart and soul, maybe becoming the Draymond Green for the Celtics.
James. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. To Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shots not going down. Irving into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Rozier. Irving to Hayward. Irving. Kyrie Irving. 4 out of 10. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. In which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Changes coming from both sides right now. That's a 5-second violation. Hayward. To Irving. From long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable. Oh! Oh! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Kuzma. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called.
Deep two there, won't go. To Rozier. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Nope. First one does not go. Misses the second as well. Celtics have it. Sizing up the defense to Horford. And the Lakers have the rebound. LeBron into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Kyrie across the timeline, looking to make something happen. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
And finishes strong.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. Footer at the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.